Cam, wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. To see us play like that, I mean, can you even break that down tactically, or was it more than that? Have you not even got that far yet?
Nah, nowhere near. I mean, before you get into any of that sort of stuff, the game's played up here. And before you do anything technical, tactical, or that, if you outwork teams, we haven't seen it for ages, but you outwork teams, that's what can happen. And if the game's been played up here, but it comes from every single player. Look, I've given him so much criticism. Everyone watching here knows how much criticism I've given David De Gea over the years. In that first 10 minutes, he came out and cleared that ball. Yeah, on a different day, he doesn't get there. But think about how much confidence that puts in your centre-backs, your defence. You know, you can hold that high line, and if that ball goes in behind, he's there to clear it. Straight away, you know, you don't have to be dropping deep. You can hold that line. You can be aggressive as much as you possibly want. And then Martinez, every time the ball comes, he's winning that. Varane, every single time, he's there. You put Maguire in that team, all of a sudden people are dropping off because everyone knows he's got no pace. It's one of those. But the game's up here. Those little things make a massive difference. And we talk about Malacia as well. What a performance tonight. And the alternative obviously is Luke Shaw. Every single time a ball goes in behind for Luke Shaw, he gives up straight away and he's making a recovery run. Malacia, every time there's a 10% chance of him getting to that ball, he goes for it. He chases everything. It's like, you know when people say about Jamie Vardy, chases lost causes every single time. That's Malacia. The lost cause, he doesn't care if it's that, you know, you might turn a corner into a throw and he gets there. Luke Shaw just lets him go out. He's, oh no, don't worry, I'll just go and go and defend the corner. Malacia doesn't give up every single time. He's a pit bull. He's after everything. And think about the impact that has on everyone else. Before anything technical, anything tactical, if you've got players that are willing to do that, it lifts the whole team, lifts the whole stadium. That's the biggest difference.
I think that's such a key. That's really well broken down, because you can talk about tactics till the cows come home, and when you make big mistakes like we did against Brentford, the tactics go out the window. Or if you don't try hard enough, you don't work hard enough, the tactics go out the window. So that's the biggest thing to take from today, that there was a lack of mistakes and more willing desire.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, you guys know, like, I'm the biggest sort of stickler for the tactical side of the game, but everything's built on top of everything else. Like, you work hard. That gives you the very basics, and work hard doesn't just mean sort of run about a bit. It means do what they did today. Every single thing, you chase every lost cause. That's the basic. Then on top of that, your technical side. Can you pass the ball the right places? When you've got the chances, can you finish them? Above that, tactical side. When you're defending, where you're supposed to be, making sure you know what you're supposed to do, how wide the team's supposed to be, all that sort of stuff. How high the line's meant to be. Got that spot on. And if you get everything spot on, you get a result like you did today. And look, I didn't expect that for a second.
It was something that we just thought wasn't in them, you know, because they haven't shown it for such a long time. The confidence was low. We just didn't see it. But on Erik ten Hag, you know, I know you're kind of not talking about it tactically, but on Erik ten Hag and the changes that he made, and he's looked at it meticulously from Brentford, and you know, it just shows that just because he took Martinez off last week, that doesn't mean anything. The fact that, you know, he didn't start Malacia last week, that doesn't mean anything. Already, we're seeing from Erik ten Hag that he's not afraid to make big decisions and switch things up.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we saw from the start, I think obviously Núñez not playing was a big help in terms of Malacia playing. Yeah. Sorry, Martinez and Malacia. Yeah. But we said at the start of the tactical review last week, he stuck with his team, he stuck with the way he wanted to play. That showed some arrogance. He stuck with a lot of his principles today, but he wasn't afraid to change things. And that's good to see already. He's adapting. We decided, you know what, opposite of what Ralph Rangnick did, against the best pressing team in the league, we're not going to play out from the back. We're not going to play out from our goal kick.
That was refreshing to see. They didn't play out the back once.
It worked. It did not work at all against Brentford. It was horrific. And today we decided to kick it long. There was one or two times when, to be fair, De Gea gave a short pass he shouldn't have been giving. He's obviously not.
A couple of little things in there, yeah.
Look, I mean, as far as I'm concerned from David De Gea, that one bit of sweeper keeping, that set the tone for everything else we saw from the rest of the team. I've been one of his biggest critics. But today, that bit of sweeping, it's one thing. He got there just about in front. Maybe on another day he doesn't get there in front, but he did today. He set the tone for everything else. And yeah, he can make a couple of mistakes, but if everyone's confident, everyone's aggressive, everyone's prepared to defend that high line, that's a massive thing. And look, Diogo Dalot, someone like that, he got done in pre-season by Diaz. Bad. It was, you guys were there. It was bad in pre-season. Today, even when he got done, there were 5 or 6 other players willing to just put the body on the line, throw yourself at it, block whatever comes at you.
Couldn't go anywhere.
No. Yeah. I mean, there were some times today where, to be fair, we didn't actually defend that well. There was they did get in and they did have chances on the edge of our box, but there's 6 or 7 players willing to block it. Everyone's putting their body on the line. Yeah. That's what you want to see. That's what United's about. Everything for the team. And look, Martial, Firmino.
talk to me about Martial's performance, because we can look at that tactically and see what he did do and how he performed when he came on.
It's a massive thing. I think the three things to talk about, and obviously we'll talk about this on Wednesday, tactical view, but Rashford at striker, Martial at striker, and then compare that to Firmino at striker. And look, Firmino, obviously the original, in many ways the original false nine, but when he's dropping deep now, no one's fast, he doesn't drag defenders with him, he does it almost too early. Martial, when he comes on, he makes that split-second decision as someone looks like they can give him the pass, he drops off. And half of the game, again, it's played up here. If you force players into a quick decision, a lot of the time they'll make the wrong one, or even if they make the right one, if you do it quickly enough, you can expose some space. So you see Firmino's dropping deep, no one's going with him, he's not really dragging anyone, we still stay in shape. And Martial, by contrast, every time he drops deep, drags someone with him, and he can turn him as well. Firmino just passes it straight back. That's what Ronaldo's been doing for a while. But Martial turns his man, gets Rashford in, gets Sancho in, gets everyone else in.
Gives us a whole different dynamic, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, people have said it. He's the glue. He is the one that makes it work. And we really, really need him on song. But even back to Marcus Rashford again, right? I think when he was playing striker, he didn't have his best of games. He wasn't incredible. He wasn't prime Marcus Rashford.
He was just trying. Which is like the rest of them, just trying.
He was trying, but the important thing is, compare that to Ronaldo. Even if Ronaldo tries, he just hasn't got that same side of his game. I think Rashford can be, as a striker, he could be bad like he was today, but it doesn't kill the team. Whereas Ronaldo, he can play fairly well, he can be okay, he can drop a sort of 5 or 6 out of 10, but the team gets killed, and that's the biggest thing. Rashford being able to, even though sometimes he didn't really run, didn't make as many runs as you want, just being there is different to Ronaldo. It's a bit more energy, and he's not perfect, but it doesn't kill the team. That's the massive thing.
Who was your man of the match and why to finish off?
Oh, it's tough.
There's so many good performers today.
Good players, yeah. Bruno's run himself into the ground. Yeah. Fair play. He gave the ball away a lot, but he's every last.
Spoken about Eriksen today.
No, it wasn't a Vince Eriksen performance, and this is something we need to sort of think about from our midfielders. We don't want our midfielders standing out every week. We want them putting in 7 out of 10 performances where they can go unnoticed a little bit, but they work hard defensively, give us the platform to go and build something. We don't need one midfielder creating 100 million chances a game. That's what we've been doing for too long with Bruno, relying on him to do everything. Eriksen was decent. I mean, he wasn't great. McTominay, again, did the job. We said in the tactical view, defensively, you'd rather have McTominay there because he stays in his place.
Was that again? Yeah, you said bring him in, didn't you?
This was about Brentford. He wins his duels. He stays in his place. He's not the best on the ball. We know that. But for now, you can trust him to be where you left him. It's so important.
That's actually true. You called that. You said I'd rather have him there in that 6th position until we get one. Well, now we've got Casemiro.
Exactly.
But it actually, tactically, that did work today.
It made a big difference. Fred, you bring him on for energy and you play him further up. So if he does get exposed, you've still got someone sitting there. That's the important thing. But you know what? Erik Ten Hag.
You're giving it to Ten Hag? What are you doing?
I'm trying to avoid.
You've got to choose one. You can't avoid it. No, wrap it up. Come on, give me one.
People have said I look like a bit like Raphael Varane. I don't see it myself. I'm going to give it Varane. Give it Varane. I don't see it, but I'm giving it Varane. Martinez, brilliant. Malacia, brilliant, but Varane.